Welcome back to another Ray's Ridiculous Rambling Ruminations. I'm missing an R in there somewhere. Ray. There. So I'm getting ready to move, and over the process of moving, we typically go through things. Whether it's the towering pile of mail that's, bigger than we are, and we're afraid to just pull one magazine free because we know the whole thing's going to fall on us and crush us, and nobody will hear or see from us again. Or going through our clothes, going, "This is horrifyingly ugly. I'm never going to wear it." Or things that don't fit anymore, or things that are just hideous. Okay, I might keep one or two of those just to offend people and myself. But junk. We have so much junk also when we go to move from one place to another that we go through and go, okay, this isn't worth keeping, this isn't worth having. Who's ever going to use a duster in my house? I'm not going to use a duster. That's what we use a cat for. It's nice and fluffy. We can pick it up and dust things off. And the cat usually lays there and may meow once or twice, but we don't need a duster. Or 5 brooms. Who needs 5 brooms? Well, when they're the metal hollow ones and you've got kids, you know you need 5 brooms because two of them will be broken every other day. But how many frying pans do I really need? 10? No, I don't need 10. And my mother certainly doesn't need to have extra frying pans that she can throw at me when I'm ignoring her or something like that. So definitely cut down on the frying pans or shoes. I don't need 37 pairs of shoes. I don't own 37 pairs of shoes, but if I did, I wouldn't need 37 pairs of shoes because I just need my boots, my sandals, and a pair of tennis shoes. But I digress. So pretty much when you're moving, you want to go through all your stuff and get rid of the junk, get rid of the waste, get rid of the clutter, get rid of the things that you have no use for, things that aren't going to fit into your new home, that aren't going to make the cut. And most of the time, you're perfectly willing to say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. But sometimes it's difficult to go. Can I make room for this? Is there enough space for this? Is there a place for this? I mean, I've got 5 kids, so I look at them and go, which one can I leave? I mean, no, I'm kidding. That's a joke. Yes, that's a joke. So, yeah, it's definitely interesting going through stuff, and sometimes it's like a treasure hunt. And you go, I forgot I even had this, and you keep it. And there's other things that you're like, I can't believe I still have this. Why do I have this? I thought I threw it away 3 times, and somehow it managed to miraculously show back up in my house again. Why? But so yeah, we're getting ready to move. Now, it kind of hit me the other day as I was packing up some of my books, and it's like if we're willing to go through the house, if we're willing to get rid of things that are no longer necessary, no longer used, or things that we shouldn't bring with us, shouldn't even have anymore. Why can't we do that when we go, God? We want a new move. We want we want more. We want more of your spirit. We want more of your blessings. We want more of your authority. We want more of you, just in general. And or when we're asking for God for more responsibility, let us be able to step into this role. Let us be able to work in particular fields. But usually in things like that, there are sacrifices you have to make. There are things that need to be trimmed off that you don't need, things that you shouldn't want, things that are no longer necessary, things that aren't necessarily good for you, things that aren't going to fit with the move that you're asking for in your walk with God. So, if it's easy for us to get rid of that Hawaiian shirt that's just ugly and 3 sizes too big and you're never going to wear it because you've never worn it, but it still takes up prime real estate in your closet, other than putting it on to frighten your kids, thinking that you're actually going to take them to school and walk them into school wearing that horrifying Hawaiian shirt with the multi-checkered shorts and socks pulled up to your knees, wearing sandals. If you're not going to do that, But I mean, if you're willing to get rid of that shirt, then what in our lives can we give up that we don't need? Then you could also go in the kitchen. I really don't need all this extra food. I know I'm going to eat it, and then I'm going to have indigestion, and I'm going to have to put another notch in my belt. I may want it, but do I need it? Depends on who you ask. Depends on what time of the day you ask me that. I'm like, yes, I need my cake. Yes, I need my muffins. No, I don't need them. I may want them, but they're not good for me in excess, and so you need to, or you should, be able to pick and choose what's good for you, what's not good for you, and what you're willing to sacrifice, and what you have for when you're moving, if you're willing to take it or leave it behind, and pretty much what you're doing when you move from one place to another. So you're saying, what am I willing to trade for this? What am I willing to give up to have this? What do I not need? And I think the same thing is also true when I walk with Christ. It's what am I willing to give up that I don't really need in my life? What am I willing to throw in the trash because it's junk? What am I willing to sacrifice because I never use it, but I still have it, and I don't want to give it up because it's mine. So, yeah, pretty much that's the gist of this video is if we can make those choices in our everyday walk in the world of what we're willing to get rid of, why can't we say, God, we want to move, we want to move, God, we want more of you, but what are you willing to clean out? What are you willing to toss out and make more room for? So that's about it. It's also really late, but I was like, no, I'm gonna make this because I've been saying I'm just gonna do it for like a day and a half, and I procrastinate at times. Don't say this to my mother because I will deny it never was said. But no, what are we willing to give up for God for that walk? So that's it. Have a good night.